Hello, today I'm going to take a look through the A2L Far Trader book from Moontoad Publishing. And let's look at this cover for a start. Let's look at this ship. So let's zoom in here. This looks like an Instead ship to me. All these ships have the same sort of artistic style to them, and it's brilliant. It is Traveller, almost, to me. It's the definition. So look at this ship. There's like lots of windows at the front on these two, what would you call these, cockpits? It's got a bit, I feel, for some reason the word Poldroon comes to mind. I have no idea what that even means, but anyway. Or sponson? Is it sponson? I don't know. Anyway, these bits that stick out the front, that's where you can see where you're going. There's a beautiful looking turret mounted on the side here. You'll see as we go through the book, there's actually space for 3 turrets. So there's one on each side plus an optional one on the top, which looks like it goes here. So this is a 300-ton trader, but let's go have a look at the description. So if I shoot to the bottom here. So the A2 Far Trader, a common classification for a myriad of similar specification vessels in use throughout the vast Third Imperium. Perhaps the most recognisable Far Trader design, the Empress Maravar and the Jayhawk class, provide the basis for a bigger and more capable class of Far Trader, the A2L and the A3L. And this publication provides details for these new Far Trader designs. Well, you definitely get your money's worth with this. So let's zoom back up to the top and just start having a go through here. So let's just zoom out a bit. Okay, so there's the same image, but just look how crisp and clear this stuff is. It's just beautiful artwork, just beautiful. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Whoa, things I've highlighted. The A2 Far Trader, a common classification for a myriad of similar specification vessels. And indeed, in this book, you get more than one specification for this vessel. You get like variants of it, which I particularly like. And can be used within any sort of traveller or seafarer setting. Now look at this. This is that view from inside that one of those cockpits. What a wonderful piece of art. You show this to your players and they're going to say, okay, I'm going to take the station on the left, and they can see it. You don't get this with a lot of ship books. This is good stuff. So what else have I got in here? So yeah, 3 turrets. I've zoomed in too far. Fuel sculpts. Yeah, oh, excellent. Normal crew complement for this is 6, so you could have up to a party of 6, or you can double up, as he suggests here. Captain, pilot, astrogator and engineer could be the same one. It's up to you. This also details the ship's locker, which is nice. So this is like a standard thing. A standard ship's locker package you could buy when you get the ship. It's a nice graphic of a gun. It looks powerful. I'm guessing this is the ejection port. It's very small. So I wonder if this is some sort of... Is it an ejection port? Look at the size of the barrel. So that's presumably something to do with the size of the ammunition. An ejection port. Where's the ammunition go in? I don't see like a magazine, so it could all be contained within the body. Very interesting anyway. So our design here, it has 2 decks. So look at that lovely profile image. Okay, so let's do it. So it's 300 tons. All some different colorations for you. What else we got? Oh, look at this. I believe this is the captain's cabin, stateroom if you prefer, based on the descriptions I've read. So it's got a lovely all-in-one fresher here. Do you know, I always imagined the toilet was over the shower and perhaps a fold away. But here it is. Interesting. Plenty of storage for all the captain's stuff. Probably his clothes in here. Looks like there's going to be paperwork in here because this is the desk. That is a very stiff and upright chair though, isn't it? I'm guessing, based on the image we saw before, the comfortable seating is basically going to be the operations chairs on the deck. Anyway, so what we got here? Main access. Oh, this description. He describes how you can move around in the ship. So, main access airlock opens into a small reception foyer and provides access to the captain's day cabin, duty fresher, and via a short passage to the ship's bridge. That's beautiful writing. That gives you a it's not just relying on a map. He's describing it to us. So I really enjoyed that idea. What we got here? Yeah, the captain's room is more spacious than the normal staterooms. Yeah. Narrow passages that run the full length of the ship. Lower engineering. Okay, yep. So there's stats for the ship, another profile, some deck plans. I should say also, if you like those deck plans, when you download the zip file, you get deck plan images as well. So you could use them in, I don't know, some online role-playing system if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, and here we go for one of the first variants of the A2L, the A2LM. Okay, it gives us some stats, some descriptions of the stuff, more stats for the other versions. Zoom past all this. Okay, and then he goes into another, the A3LC. What if I highlight here? 3 parsec jump and a thrust of 3G. So it's pretty maneuverable. Jump 3 is just something I never normally choose. I dislike jump 1s. I like jump 2s because it gives you so much more versatility. You don't get trapped in little nooks of the subsector. But jump 3 is pretty weird. That's long. So you could do a jump 1 and a jump 2, or 3 jump 1. Well, it's pretty good, I suppose. This one is designed purely for cargo carrying. The other one had possibilities of passengers. But this surprised me. So it's got jump 3, okay, but it's only operational for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So that's basically maneuver out and make a jump. And then you've maybe got enough fuel to get back and refuel. Again, when I'm designing ships, I like a good 8-week operational range. Gives you time to deal with problems, whereas this one is very reliant, I think, with just 2 weeks operation on a good network of refueling stations. Okay, so zoom out. Oh, look at this. More interior art. Isn't that a dream? Even a person for scale there. So nice iris hatch there, and a normal looking door here. Another normal door there. I just love the way he's presenting the art. So what we got down here? Oh, I'm just highlighting the 3 jump and the 2 weeks operation again. More deck plans for this variant. And now, this is good. He's giving us an actual ship we can use. This is basically a party and ship ready to go. So obviously we got the livery for it. Picture of the ship. He's describing what it is. Then we go into who's on board and we get all their stats. And then down here, these are all very good. Not such a fan of the Varg. I know it's pretty traditional within Traveller to have the Varga literally look like a human with a dog face. I'm not a fan of that. I think the dog faces should be changed. Perhaps the Aslan representations have got a more sort of anthropomorphic or more humanistic view of the lion's head. At least that's my impression. And I think Varga really need that as well. Something more human. Okay, so on top of that, we got a bunch of adventure seeds and random shipboard events. Oh, look at that. What's that doing? Is one of them refueling? Is that a cargo transfer pipe? It's large enough. Considering that's those large cockpit areas, that would be large enough for a person to transfer across. Right in front of the turret. And this one doesn't have a top turret. So none of the images showed the top turret. Okay, so we got high guard stats as well. More of those. Oh, gotta love that art. Ship in transit. Look at that glow. It's actually in front of the engine. Oh, no, I suppose the far engine is there. So it is behind the engines. I was thinking perhaps it was some sort of energy field powering system because the glow was in front of the engines, but it's not. My mistake. So more beautiful plant. And here we have an A2L or an A3L in trouble. Looks like they're losing atmosphere, certainly losing hull plates, that's for sure. And who's this? Is this the person who caused the injury? Or someone coming to rescue? It's very boxy, very militaristic looking design. Can easily see almost anything on this being snapped in with replacements. Wonderful. Is this the fabled air/raft? Marvellous. Some profile shots and then some ship stats sheets. and then the legal blurb, and then the outro, which we've seen. So let's nip back to the beginning. This is a beautiful book. Not only does the artwork look great, the writing inside is smooth and buttery. Smooth and buttery writing. I like the descriptive text, the way it's done. It's not just hard numbers with a bit of padding. This has been well thought out. And definitely worth a look. You can get this from Drive-Thru RPG, and I've put a link to it in the description below.